Hello, hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Hope all are doing well. Thank you for joining me here today. So today is Therapy Thursday, one of my favorite days of the week because I get to share, things that would help relax someone from a stressful day. Either I put out a community post asking if y'all would like for me to read y'all a book. Maybe I can get a poem from the library, like a poem book, a poetry book, library, and read paragraphs, in a very calm, soothing, relaxing way to where y'all are able to fall asleep, feel sleepy and go to bed. So I did ask if y'all wanted me to give y'all like some kind of motivational, maybe chit-chat, and kind of let y'all know that everything's gonna be okay. The day's over with. You're in your bed, laying down, maybe watching this video, or you're in your room, sitting up somewhere in a chair or on a sofa, anywhere, watching this video and just trying to wind down. This is what my video is about, is for everybody to wind down so that y'all can have a really relaxing, calm, relaxing sleep and wake up the next day refreshed and ready to take on another stressful day. So today is going to be a treat for you guys. Let's just start off with some breathing techniques. But before that, let's go ahead and start off with some matches. This Matchbox. Let's light a candle first off, so we can get some essence ambiance in the room. That was a fuddy-duddy. This one's not a fuddy-duddy. It doesn't burn. It didn't hurt. I always like to scratch on this wooden lid. It feels relaxing to me. I'm not sure about you guys, but it feels relaxing to me. I never told y'all what scent this was. This is White Teak. Tech Blanc is the wood wick. Crackles as it burns. Down. All right, so let's start off with some breathing techniques. Just warm up before we start doing the technique, because I know for some it's a little harder to do these techniques because, you know, if you've never done them before, it is a little hard to do them. So let's just warm up our breathing. You know, let's slow down our breathing. Let's relax. Smell the candles, scent, you know, just very relaxing. It's a very relaxing scent. All right, so let's start with the breathing techniques. Breathe in, hold, and then breathe out. So you want to breathe out slowly and as much as you can possible. You want to breathe in slowly and breathe in as much as you can possible, just to fill your lungs. And that really calms, that will calm you down. So let's try it again. Breathe in. Hold. Breathe out. Hold. Breathe out. All right, so let's do it one more time. Breathe in. Hold, breathe out. See, so now I'm breathing a little bit more easier and calmer and more at a more stable, established pace. So I'm gonna take this candle and I'm gonna move it out of the way for what I'm gonna do next. Something I like to do whenever, you know, behind the scenes, whenever I'm not doing any kind of videos, it relaxes me. Not only that, you know, I plan on, you know, using, you know, the prop that I'm about to use. Yes, I'm gonna use a prop, because it helps me with practicing hair care, you know, cosmetology. I have taken some cosmetology courses, and you know, those skills stuck with me, and I found it to be a little relaxing on some of the things that, you know, that you do. So don't get scared with the prop that I'm about to show you, okay? I'm pretty sure I've seen this already. So I'm gonna go set this in the back, away from the prop that I have here, which is a mannequin. And what I'm about to do is I'm gonna just brush the mannequin's hair. I know I did something similar last week, but so this is what I do for, this is what I would do for you guys if y'all were here and wanted to give y'all like a relaxing treatment. So what I'm going to do with her hair is I'm going to brush her hair. I'm going to brush her hair with this brush here. I love the bristles, and the colors of the bristles are real pretty. So here is the brush. It has a mirror. I didn't even know it had a mirror on the side. It's pretty neat. So let's go ahead and brush the mannequin's hair. So I had a really tough week. I've been in the process of moving, so I'm trying to do everything I can to just relax and calm and unwind. And so, and my nature is, you leave me your comments down below what kind of nature you are as a person. Like, what is your what is your world like, you know? Because I feel like when I was little, I actually had a pretty good childhood, and I never had to worry about anything because I was a child, of course, and I was a free-spirited child. I was happy. I did whatever my heart pleased, whatever my heart wanted to do, and I felt like I was very blessed, and I didn't feel like I had any kind of burdens or any kind of worries, you know, in my life when I was a kid. Growing up, I just missed those days. So as I got older and I started experiencing life, my life took a turn, you know. My life used to be very optimistic, which I'm not saying it's not now, it is, but let me just let you know what type of persona or what type of world my nature is, because I never been like this before. So before, I used to be able to do anything as far as like reach for the stars, you know. I was able to do that. I was even able to do that, you know, reach for the stars growing up, you know, job position came up, I got it, you know. I didn't have any worries growing up, you know, being independent and single. Then my life took a turn as I got older, and so my nature, not persona, but my nature, my world, you know, in general, no, my world changed after I got married, because after I got married, I wasn't as independent as I used to be. And so now that I'm single again, I've been going through a lot of difficulties. And I just feel like I was fated. I was fated this way, you know, like I was fated to have all these burdens on me and go through a lot of issues, and I will go through a lot of problems in my life, you know, as far as, you know, just, you know, even just recently. I mean, like, ever since, you know, during my marriage, I wasn't really I was able to get by, you know, when I was married. But then as I got separated, I realized that I really depended a lot on my husband, my ex-husband. And I depended a lot on him, that I actually I actually really screwed myself. You know, like I messed myself up, my life up, because instead of thinking about myself, I always thought, okay, I'm married now. My husband's gonna take care of me until the day we die. You know, he's my husband. You know, why not? Why wouldn't he do that for me, right? I was so naive. You know, but you live and you learn. So you live and you learn, and with that being said, you know, I've just, since then, I had nobody to help me. You know, no, I haven't had anybody to help me as far as, you know, being independent again. I have to start on my own. Like right now, I'm living off of an income of a one-person income. And then there's, like, you know, family issues that have arose in my life, that I was the one that was chosen to take on those burdens, and it wasn't fair, but what can I do about it? You know, there's nothing I can do about it, but because I'm willing to help out family, you know, because I'm not an only child. I have siblings. I'm the eldest, so of course, you know, I guess I have that protective nature, you know, but also have the nature of making sure that my parents are not struggling, or that they need help. If they need help, I also have to make sure that they have, you know, I'm there to help them out as well. So that's what ended up happening, you know, helping out your parents, you know, and not only that, also out in the world, you know, when it comes to the job market, you know, I think I was pretty good, but I've just gotten to a point in my life where I felt like that. Everything suddenly turned dark. So, give me 1 second while I fix this light. This is what I'm talking about. This world that I'm living in, you know, bad things are always happening to me, but I always look up, you know, to the best of things. And that's why in most of my videos, I always like to portray, you know, as like, you know, think positive, you know, I always have to tell myself positive things, and just kind of just put on a smile and just move forward, right? Give me 1 second. What I was saying was, yeah, like, now in the process of moving, but there's a lot of obstacles that I'm having to overcome that I didn't realize that I had to overcome. But, so then, with that being said, you know, I do have a bright side to my nature, to my world. I do have a bright side to that. And because I realized that my nature is always having a lot of obstacles and a lot of pressure and stress and worries, you know, like major struggles and major worries, you know, like I cannot explain it to you guys, but you know, all I can say is that, you know, during those times, you know, I feel like that I guess that's just I was meant to be that way, or feel, or not feel, or I was fated to start having these kind of like obstacles in my life. But I realized also through my ventures of, you know, of these obstacles, I've come to realize that at the end of all, everything just worked out for me at the end. Even though your body's going through some things, and you know, your body starts to go through like nervousness, and you know, because you have all these worries, which is common for people to be worried, you know, because it's a normal response for your body to feel nervous, you know, whenever you know, you come across all these like really huge obstacles and struggles in your life. But at the end, I'm able to see like the light at the end of the tunnel. So, you know, yeah, I worried, and maybe I shouldn't have, but how can you not when you don't know what will happen at the end, which I have to come to realize that even though I'm going through a lot of trial and tribulations, at the end of everything, I'm fine. You know, I mean, everything just works out for me at the end of everything. So I'm very happy and grateful for that. So that's something I wanted to share with you guys. You know, this little chit chat, you know, and motivational speech or motivational experience that I have is that even though your nature or your world is similar as mine, we just have to remind ourselves that there's always gonna be a light at the end of the tunnel. So that's all I wanted to share with you guys in today's Therapy Thursday. You know, as long as you have faith, there's no need for us to worry about anything, you know. So I have to practice that sometimes. I forget, you know, to practice that, you know. I need to stop worrying about a lot of the things that are going on, you know, because at the end of it all, everything turns out fine. You know, everything will turn out fine. So I just have to kind of keep, like I said, remind myself about that. And I just want y'all to remind yourselves as well that things will look up. Even though you feel like things may not look up, they will look up, you know. Yeah, at the beginning, you may feel like, you know, that it's not going to happen, that nothing good's going to happen to you at the end of at the beginning. You just feel like, you know, something bad's going to happen, you know. So but all we can do is just pray and make sure, you know, all we can do is just pray and be thankful for what we have, and be thankful for what we have overcome, you know, the worries that we have had, and remind yourselves of the worries that you have had before. You know, all these other obstacles would just come your way, because with me, like, a lot of obstacles would come my way back to back, and I still come on here cheering, you know, with a cheery smile and, you know, uplifting spirit, and, you know, motivating you guys to be positive, have positivity, get rid of all the negativity in the world. I still come on here and talk to you guys about that because it's very important. all that is very important to have. I mean, all that is very important to your mental health, state of mind, and your self-care. So I think that is everything I wanted to share with you guys. Well, yeah, that is everything I wanted to share with you guys. I just wanted to let y'all know that if leave me your comments down below. Are you one of those people with that nature that, you know, that you're always faced with so many obstacles and struggles back to back, but at the end of it all, it just works out for you guys? But it really gets me, because I'm like, why do I have to go through all these obstacles when at the end of the tunnel, at the end of it all, it just works out for me? You know, why can't I just feel at ease, you know, when I'm going through all these struggles, and I feel like I'm, you know, that there's no way of getting out, there's no way of escaping those obstacles or bad things that come your way. You know, unlike others who just like are carefree, you know, don't have any worries, you know, they and if there's something like a huge obstacle that's coming their way, they just look at it in the face, and they look at it in the eyes and the face, and they grab it by the horns, and they don't even let it affect them in any kind of way. Because I feel not everybody, but most people that feel that way when they come across, you know, struggles in their life, that because they haven't experienced a lot of the struggles that I believe I've experienced, or most of the people that might have experienced, you know, they haven't experienced any of that, because everything has always gone their way, everything's always been positive, turned out really good for them, you know, and the worries that they have are very minimal, very menial, you know, worries. And an example of that, you know, I won't name any names, because, you know, I don't want this person to, you know, to come at me. But you know, this person, you know, cries about the you know, starts crying about the most minimalist things that I wouldn't cry about, because it's not something that, well, I can't say, I'm not anybody to judge and say, okay, look, you know, my problems are way worse than your problems, you know, because, you know, everybody has problems, and regardless whether great or small, you know, you're still gonna feel the way that you do. So I shouldn't really, you know, judge them on that part. But it's just funny how this, you know, they're more carefree on things that I'm more worried about, nervous about, than they are. And what I'm not worried about, you know, they're most worried about, you know, in their nature, you know, their nature is to worry about little menial things, you know, because like I said, they don't go through any hardships or any kind of obstacles, you know, that are very, like, that are hardships for them, you know. So that's the reason why I just feel like it's just, I feel like I kind of would like that kind of nature, you know, to have that kind of nature. I guess you call it that kind of nature, that kind of world. I guess I would have liked to have that kind of world, you know, where you don't worry, or you're carefree of any huge obstacles that come your way, because you're able to overcome them, you know, right away. You're able to overcome them, where as opposed to people who, like myself, who you know, everything works out at the end regardless, but still at that very moment you're still faced with all those issues. So but I'm gonna go ahead and end my video now, because I know it's gone so long. But I hope you guys enjoyed me just kind of giving y'all a little bit about my experience, you know, in life, about, you know, what I'm going through, you know, just a little niche of what I'm going through, you know. I mean, I'm going through a lot. It's just I don't really you know, display it on, you know, on camera or anything. But today I wanted to talk to you guys about motivational experiences, you know. So, and also share with you guys what I do whenever behind the scenes, you know, you know, to help me relax or take my mind away from a lot of things besides putting on makeup, because makeup is also a form of therapy. But brushing, massaging, you know, a mannequin's head, you know, I mean, this is from, I got these skills from like cosmetology school, and they've stuck with me. So this is the reason why I guess it's easier for me to feel more comfortable to something that I'm already used to doing in my nature, you know, because you know, and so it's just another form of relaxation and therapy and calm, you know. So who am I to judge anybody, you know, how they cope or what they do to, you know, what they do to be calm or what they do to relax, you know. Who am I to say anything? Because, you know, everybody has their different ways of coping or relaxing. So yeah, so I really opened up a lot today. I was very vulnerable with you guys, so hopefully I give me credit for that and give my video a thumbs up. And also subscribe if you're new to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified when I upload another video. And I'll see you in my next video, guys. I really do appreciate you being here. I love you all. Have a great, wonderful evening. Bye.